Hi guys, and welcome to another episode on my channel. And in today's episode, I'm going to talk about why I stopped making YouTube videos. Now, it's been about 2 months since I posted my last video. That was in August, when I was celebrating my birthday. I posted some of the things that I've learned about life in my 27 years on this planet. So that was my last video. It's kind of like an hiatus because I haven't posted any video since then. So the purpose of this video is to share with you guys why I haven't posted any video and what I envision for the future of this channel moving forward. Now, the first thing that I would like to say is why I started the channel in the first instance, right? So I started my YouTube channel when I first moved to the United States. I felt at that point in time, a lot of people don't have access to information about what it takes to come here for grad school, the opportunities that you can get in the United States and all of that. I felt like there are some questions that needed answers that were not being provided by people on YouTube. Like, it's moving to the US for grad school and all of that was kind of like a secret kind of thing. People think you have to be super wealthy, you have to like be a smart and genius person to be able to make the move. That was why I started my YouTube channel in 2019 when I moved here. And I would soon realize that there are so many resources about this particular topic on the internet, on YouTube specifically, although there are very few Nigerians that cover things like that. But recently there has been like more people talking about the process and how it can be done, and there are like so many channels covering information like that with a lot of resourceful information. So at this point, number one, I'm not consistent with it anymore. Like I have some videos that are doing really well. Most of my visa interview videos, they are doing really well on YouTube, and I believe the information in that video is still very helpful to a lot of people at this point. So I have videos that are doing very well. So at some point, like, I would like to think that my mission to some extent has been achieved as far as like giving out information on how to navigate the application process, the visa interview process and all of that. I like to think to some extent I've achieved that. Now, the second thing, well, with that cleared up, the second thing that I would like to talk about is why I haven't been consistent and why I don't make as much video as possible and all of that, why I don't push out videos all the time, why it seems like I'm here today, tomorrow I'm not here, or those things. So one thing that I would like to mention is that YouTube doesn't pay my bills, which means I have a life outside of YouTube, which means I have things that I have to do outside of YouTube. Even when I was a student, I have the obligation, primary responsibility of being a student. And now that I'm not a student anymore, like that I'm not in school, I have a job that requires my attention 2/7. But really that is not an excuse. We have surgeons that have YouTube channels, we have doctors that have YouTube channels, we have like lawyers and people that are much more busier than I am that run like a very active YouTube channel. But the point is, at this level, I don't feel like I have anything unique to bring to the table as far as the choice of the content that I intend to cover on my YouTube, that I intended to cover on my YouTube channel. I don't feel I have anything. I don't feel like I have a unique perspective to share with people anymore. And if there's anything that I know about me, if I think that I don't have good resource to give out to people, if they can get it anywhere, then I see no point in like just joining the bandwagon and doing it because I want to feel like I'm doing something. All of that to point to the fact that there are so many resources online now on YouTube, different articles, different forums, with information on the process from A to Z, like how to search for schools, how to write SOP, how to apply for funding and all of that. I feel like at this point there are people that are much more serious and much more qualified to cover that information as compared to myself. All of that to point to the fact that I had my visa interview about over 2 years ago, which means some of the information that I have right now, they are not really quite relevant in a way. I mean, things don't change that much, but it's better if somebody with recent experience talk about these things than somebody like me that have been there like two and a half years ago. And that that links up to my next point. I have a friend that runs a very active YouTube channel about travel abroad and all of that. What she does is she finds people that recently went through the process and interview them and get them to talk about their experience and how like they navigated through the whole process. I feel like that's a very, very effective way to make sure that people keep getting value for what they subscribe for, if that makes any sense. I'm going to link our channel here at the description of the video if you are really interested in like travel abroad thing and education thing like that. I think it worth spending some time on our channel to see more recent perspective on how all of the process works, right? I feel like my information is not as recent as it was in 2019. Yes. And now to the next topic, that next thing that I would like to address. With that said, I've said all of that to show that I am not really interested in talking about visa anymore on this channel. I do understand that a whole lot of you sign up because or subscribed because you want information about visa processing and all of that. Now the thing is, my knowledge about visa processing is outdated. I don't feel like I bring anything unique to the system anymore, like to the conversation. I don't have anything unique to say as far as visa is concerned. I am also having a very hard time to transition from talking about visa to something that I think is going to benefit people. If you check my like couple of videos back, I really stopped talking about like visa things. I'm trying to find a sweet spot where I can talk about things that are important to me, things that I think would add value to people as compared to like how to go through US F1 visa and all of that. So that's where I am right now. And also, I've been doing this for on and off for like 2 years now. I have come to discover that people don't watch videos about visa interview. They just want to reach out to you on Instagram and ask questions. And when you don't answer, they get mad about that. I don't want that kind of energy around me. Like, I don't want to deal with all of that, especially when YouTube does not pay my rent or pay like does not cover my bill. Like, whatever it is that I put out, whatever time that I spare to talk about these things, it's out of some level of goodwill in my heart. Like, it's basically me trying to provide value to the world because these are things that I wish I had answers to when I was trying to navigate the process. But you see people reach out to you, asking you questions that you spend 20-15 minutes addressing in a video that you have on your channel. And that sucks. I don't want to be in that situation. I don't want to have to deal with all of that. So that's one of the other reason why I'm trying to find a way to literally move my channel away from being like this US F1 visa interview blah 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 channel to a channel where I talk about things that I care about now in the face of my life. Now that might come off as strange to some of you because that's what the reasons why you subscribe to the channel, and that's the purpose of this video. Because moving forward, if I'll be consistent with content creation, I would be making videos that has very little to do with moving to the US, right? So if that's something that you think you would enjoy, it would pay to stick around. But if not, I mean, you can still watch some of my previous videos. Hopefully, I'm gonna keep them online. Hopefully that would help you in a way. But if you still need more information about like visa travels and all of that, again, I'm gonna link my friend's channel in the video. You can always go there to get like information about visa interview and SOP and GRE and all of that. With that said, I would be putting out more content that has to do with like more of like a lifestyle based or like science stuff that I do, things that I find exciting at this point, and hopefully I'll be much more consistent with that because I would enjoy it much more than what I do right now on the channel. And if you have any video suggestion, you can share with me. If you're seeing somebody in the background, that's Alexis, my wife. You guys don't know, I got married. I got married in September. Oh Lord, I'm not inviting you to the video. Okay, so I got married in September this year. That's one of the reasons why you don't see me on YouTube too. So that's all I have for you in this video.
Where is it where?
That's all I have for you in this video. that's all I have for you in this video, and I will see you in my next amazing video. Bye. Babe, Siri